Welcome to Spagtastic. In this lesson we are going to be learning how to use commas to clarify meaning. This is a level 5 skill. We are going to begin by recapping how commas can be used to separate items in a list to make a sentence clearer to understand. When we use commas in the list, we put a comma between each item, but between the last two items we use the word and or. Let's take a look at some examples. In the sentence, the man wore a dark blue suit with a matching waistcoat, a white shirt, a striped tie, yellow socks and black shoes. You will see we have a list of items, but no commas to separate them. Let's see where they need to go. The first item is a dark blue suit with a matching waistcoat, so we need to put a comma after that. The next item is a white shirt, so we put a comma after that word too. The next item is a striped tie, so there's a comma after that. And the last two items are yellow socks and black shoes, so here we put the word and rather than a comma. Here is another sentence. The school had a stationery delivery that included packets of pencil crayons, a box of handwriting pens, a selection of paints and felt tip pens. You will notice that all of the commas are missing, but where should they go? Why not pause the video and have a think for yourself? Let's take a look. The first item is packets of pencil crayons, so we need to put a comma after that. The next item is a box of handwriting pens, so we also need a comma after that. And the last two items are a selection of paints and felt tip pens, so here we use the word and a comma is not needed. Commas can also be used to clarify meaning, which means to make the meaning of a sentence clear. A sentence can be confusing if there is more than one possible meaning. Let's take a look at some examples. In this sentence, after walking Cooper Wiley went for a swim. There is no comma, so the meaning is ambiguous, which means it is not clear. Adding a comma makes the meaning of the sentence clearer. If we add a comma after the word walking, it suggests that the person called Cooper Wiley went for a swim after taking a walk. If we add a comma after walking Cooper, it suggests that a person called Wiley went for a swim after walking a dog called Cooper. So you can see here, depending on where the comma goes, affects the meaning of the sentence. Let's look at another example. Mum likes cooking, rabbits and riding horses. Where should the comma go in this sentence to make it clear that Mum likes three things: cooking, rabbits and riding horses? Why not pause the video and have a think for yourself? Let's take a look. The three things that Mum likes are cooking, rabbits and riding horses, so we need a comma after cooking. Otherwise, it looks like Mum has two things she likes: cooking rabbits and riding horses. Here are two sentences. The plates were full of chocolate cake and biscuits. The only difference is the second sentence has a comma after the word chocolate. How does the comma affect the meaning of the sentence? Why not pause the video and have a think for yourself? Let's take a look. In the first sentence, where there is no comma, it suggests that the plates were full of two items. The first item is chocolate flavoured cake and the second item is biscuits. In the second sentence, where there is a comma after chocolate, it suggests that the plates were full of three items: chocolate, cake and biscuits. Here is a summary of the learning in this lesson. A sentence can be confusing if there is more than one possible meaning, and commas can be used to make the meaning of a sentence clear. Commas can also separate items in a list.